Hello YouTubers, the classic 80s fanboy here, hope you're well. I know it's been 3 weeks since I last made a video, but with work and everything going on, I just haven't had the chance. And I don't know if you know, I will put a couple of pictures on the end. I've been decorating my hallway, so I'm making that look quite nice, and it's taken me a while to do. If I don't put them in this video, I'll put them in the next video. Okay, so sorry about that. So what I'm going to talk to you about today, well, I've got a couple of things today. Firstly, massive thank you to Yvonne. Thank you, Yvonne, because what Yvonne had done, this good friend and colleague of mine, is her son was getting rid of a Doctor Who blanket, and she, rather than donate to charity, she asked whether I wanted it, and I said yeah. So I'm going to stand up in a minute and show you the blanket, because it's behind me on the chair, so I'm just going to stand up. I'll take it down for you to see. So here we go then, it's the Cyberman blanket, so it's the older version, the Cyberman blanket, there you go. So there's the top. Oh, it smells lovely. She did a really nice job in washing it. It smells lovely. So you've got the Cyberman there, the body, and all the way at the bottom you've got the old style RTD Doctor Who logo. Right, I don't know if you can see that, I'll bring that up there a bit more. Doctor Who logo. There you go, so thanks Yvonne for that. Much appreciated. That'll keep me warm in the winter nights when it gets colder. So what else have we got for you today? Well, today, because we found out now that Russell T Davies is now taking back Doctor Who in 2023, along with Bobbleheads Studios, I thought I'd show you a couple of things I've got related to that. So a couple of books that I've got, and they're all both the same book basically, but what I've got is The Writer's Tale. For anyone who wants to know how Russell T Davies's next series is going to be, now he's taken over, I really do recommend you read this book, because it gives insights in what he's thinking and what he was thinking at the time. Now bear in mind this was for 2005, so we're now in 2021, so this is 16 years ago now, and his writing style might have changed, because as we all know he's produced the Skin, is it Skins, I think? Yeah, and It's a Sin. I think I can't remember now. Stephen Moffat wrote Skins, and Russell T Davies. I know Russell T Davies wrote It's a Sin, so that's his latest one he's done. But this book came out 16 years ago, and this is one of my favourites, because when you open it up on the second page, is it that one? No, not that one. On the third page then. Just quickly open it up for you. There you go. He signed it there, and the other collaborator, I don't want to speak too much about him, because I had a massive fallout with him on Twitter. He seems to like falling out with everybody these days who disagrees with him on anything, and that is Ben Cook. So there you go. See that? There's Ben Cook's signature there, and Russell T Davies' signature there. It's a bit of a hefty book. It is quite hefty. Just trying to see how much it was when it first came out. It was £30 when it first came out. So now that it's signed, I reckon it's worth quite a bit more than that now. Especially if his next series, or RTD2 as they call it, if his next series is just as successful, that's going to be worth a lot of money. I try and keep it safe and not get too damaged. But about 12 months later, 2 years later, he came out with this. which is the final chapter, which is exactly the same. He's got exactly the same contents as what was in the first book. However, he's written another chapter in it, so it's more like 2 books in one. Yeah, so it's still got all the pictures and all that lot, and all the photos are in there as well. Some that have never been seen before. But in actual fact, I like this photo. I think it's quite funny. So there's him, John Sim and David Tennant, and he's reading the final chapter himself. So he's reading the actual book that he wrote in the first place, and they're having a bit of a laugh about it. And that's the cover of the second, or the reissue with another chapter in it. Yeah. So as you can see how thick this book is, if I do that. And yes, it looks... Trouble is, when you get books and you get oils onto the pages turn brown. The edge of the pages turn brown, as you can see there. So it does go off colour quite a bit. Yeah. So there's that one. And he's got a couple of his... He's a bit of an illustrator as well, Russell T is as well. So in some of the pages as well, he'll do... At the beginning of the chapter, he'll have an illustration. Every now and again, I'll just show you one of his doodles. There we go. That's the Doctor regenerating. That's one of his little doodles. He loves doodling and drawing in his spare time. So as you can see, that's one of his little drawings there. And throughout the book, there's, as I said before, there's various drawings in there as well, and various parts of the script for some of the stories. This made me laugh. Midshipman Frame. Now, as we all know, Russell T is gay, but he likes having a bit of a laugh. I mean, there's Jodie Whittaker talking about them for the man gaze, but there's Russell's interpretation of Midshipman Frame that was played by Russell Tovey, and that was his imagination drawing of him, in his underpants. Right, so the final thing I want to do, because I don't want to keep this too long, because my videos can sometimes go on for 10-15 minutes if I'm not careful, is I walked into B&M today. I'm still looking out for this second wave of figures that are coming out this year. That's the 5 Doctors, Earthshock, the 2 Dalek sets, and William Hartnell's with the TARDIS. Now that's the main one I want, William Hartnell the TARDIS, because up there behind me I've got, I can't, it's there, isn't it? I've got it there right on the top. I've got a whole load of TARDISes that ran along the top shelf, and I really want the first Doctors, because I still haven't got Sylvester McCoy's or Colin Baker's, but I've got Peter Davison's now, and I've got Tom Baker's. So I'd like the very first classic Doctor's TARDIS to go in my collection. So I've got a nice run of them, right? So I was in B&M and I didn't see them. They weren't out. They hadn't come out yet. But what I did find, and some people have commented onto these already in the especially in the Collectors Club, is these. Well, I'll just show you the box. But if I turn around, you'll see they're Bobbleheads, right? So they wobble, but they're not done by Big Chief. They're done by Big Chief Studios, and they're $14.99, which I thought was not bad. It's a group of 4. So you've got the Emperor Dalek, you've got the Gold Dalek, you've got Dalek Warrior, and you've got the Necros Dalek. Yeah. So I thought the packaging looked all the same. I didn't realise it was by a different company, because all the packages under Chibnall's era have all got to be the same. They've all got to look the same. They've all got to be uniform, which I don't understand why, because, you know, they're not the same. They're different eras of Doctor Who. So why put it under all the same package? Because it just makes it look drab and boring then. And to me, that does look drab and boring. There's no, you know. So that's the package, but I've opened them up already and I've cut the tags at the bottom, and that's what they look like. I'll show up close. Yeah, there's the neck wash Dalek, there's the Warrior Dalek, there's the gold Dalek, and there's the Emperor Dalek. Sorry, I didn't want to. They're going to look good on the shelf downstairs, because these ones are going in my living room because they're sort of a little novelty. Yeah, and the reason that they're novelty, get one out. I got the white one out earlier. Just have a quick look at it. Funko Pops. You know, Funko Pops got the wobbly head. With these, we're like, I can't like that flat. It's the best thing to do. Oh, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll shove it on the top of my book. So, that's what they do basically, they bobble. Oh, now they've fallen off, but yeah, they bobble like that. Like the bobbleheads of the Funkos. Which I thought was quite funny. It's quite a novelty little thing. It looked good on the shelf downstairs. Okay, so there's that. I, like many others, are getting a little bit despondent with the distribution of B&M with their figures. They don't care, they're not interested. They're not interested in making sure everyone gets their fair share. They're just getting bought out. They're just getting grabbed by scalpers and put on for ridiculous prices on eBay. The choice is yours. My advice is don't buy them. Don't give them the satisfaction, because the more people that buy them off eBay because they're desperate to get them, then the more that they'll more scalpers will end up doing it. We don't want scalpers in the business. We don't want scalpers in the collectors groups. We don't need them. You know, why would I pay 40, 50 odd pounds for say the William Hartnell First Doctor and TARDIS? Why would I pay £50 for that when I can pay $19.99 in B&M? Doesn't make sense, and I refuse to pay out that ridiculous price. You know, I know some of these groups are helping each other's out, and that's the thing to do. That's the thing to help them out. To yeah, you've got to put in the factor of petrol, so bump it up for an extra £5, but not 30 quid more. It's not worth it. You know, it's just ludicrous. We need to stop these scalpers, and that's the only way to do it, is to not buy off eBay. You know. And wait until the prices settle, because they will come down at some point, you know, and you'll be able to pick them up cheap enough, but just not yet at the moment. Yes, I'm just as guilty as everyone else. I'm not patient, but at least I'm just buying stuff from B&M themselves, you know, because I've got a massive superstore 5 minutes down the road from me. It's only 5 minutes. I can get there in 5 minutes in car. So, you know, it's just down the end of the road for me. But as I said, at the moment, they've got none of the Doctor Who sets in. So, you know, apart from those bobbleheads, which I thought were quite funny. So, yeah. Anyway, that's the end of my video. Sorry it's been so long. I hope everyone's doing okay. And that they're settling in back to work now. I certainly am. And we're getting ready for our Christmas period. Although not quite yet though. Our Christmas stuff doesn't come in until the end of October, which is quite late, I know, but because of shipments, problems and all that lot, they've been struggling to get the stuff in. So hopefully, by at least the beginning of November, all the stuff will be put out and everything done and it looking smart. Although, I'm still not going to name the store that I work at, because it's free advertising for them, and I'm not going to do that. I'm not into posting things up there like that, and they wouldn't like it anyway, I don't think. So there we are. Once again, massive thanks for to you, Yvonne, and to your son for kindly donating me the blanket. I very much appreciated, and it will come in very handy when it starts getting cold come in the run up to Christmas. So hopefully, you know, I hope everybody's taking care of each other, and I'll see you on the next video. Cheerio.